video, we are going to learn about JavaScript, how to declare a simple variable in JavaScript, how to declare a constant, how to declare conditional statement in JavaScript. So let us start with the simple example. You just have to open a notepad, start with a HTML tag, body tag, a script tag which specifies inside the HTML page you want to include a JavaScript. Over here we are writing a simple code of client side JavaScript. So this code will be going to execute at the client browser and you can see the immediate output. Okay. So script tag we are writing whenever we want to include a JavaScript, all the JavaScript code will be there inside the script tag. So first we will check how to write a comment in JavaScript. So comments are just a description about the code. So if you want to write a comment in JavaScript, a single line comment, you can use double slash, and for multi-line comment, you can use slash star ending with star slash. So this is how you can write a comment. So this is a single line comment and this is a multi-line comment. Okay. Now, if you want to declare a variable in JavaScript, you can use let variable name is equal to the value. Or you can say var variable name is equal to value. So you can see I have declared two variable using let a is equal to 10. I have declared the first variable and using var I have declared the second variable as b with the initial value as 20. If I want to declare a constant is nothing but the one whose value once given in a program, I cannot change it in between. So I have given constant c with the initial value as 30. So this is how I can declare a variable using let or var, and if I want to declare a constant, I can declare it using a const keyword. If I want to display the output on the screen, I can use console.writeLine method, or I can use a alert to display a pop-up box in a output. So first we will check it using alert, the output for A, then I will display the output for B and output for C. So let us check one by one all the output A, B and C. So file, save as, we will save it with any name, extension will be .htm only and type of file will be all files. So save it. If it is already existing, we can just replace it and go to the folder where you saved it, open with the browser. So you can see 10, that is the value for A, 20, that is the value for B, and 30, that is the value for a constant. Okay. So let us come back to our program. If suppose I want to change the value of A now, if I am saying A is equal to A plus B and I want to display an alert again. So I can do that. But once the value is given to the constant, we cannot change it. So value of A I can change, value of B I can change, but I cannot change the value of C. Okay, so let's check whether it has changed the value of A or not. I am saying A is equal to the new value as plus A. A is equal to, that's the string I want to display, plus sign for concatenation, and I want to display the value of A. So let us check, refresh the page and check the result. So first A value is 10, B value is 20, C value is 30. Next is your A 30 because we have added A plus B and we have stored it under the A variable. You can see 10 plus 20 and we have stored it under the A variable. So that's the use of variable. You can change the value of variable anywhere in your program. Okay, and now let us start with the conditional statement in JavaScript. Conditional statements are used to check the condition. If it is true, then it will display the output. If it is false, then also it can display the output if we are including a else part. So there are number of conditional statements. Let us start with the first conditional statement, that is a if statement. So if statement will only work if the condition is true. So I have declared one variable as temperature using let keyword with the initial value as 30. Every statement in JavaScript must end with semicolon. Next is your if statement. You are saying if in bracket, if the temperature is greater than 25, then display a alert message. It is hot outside. So if the temperature is greater than 30, it will display a message. In our case, we have declared a temperature variable with the initial value as 30. That means it is greater than 25. That means we will be having a message as it is hot outside. Now let's check Control S, that is to save. And now let's check the result. Refresh. So this is our first variable A with a value 10, B with a value 20, C which is a constant with a value as 30, and this is where we have changed the value of the variable as A is equal to A plus B, that is 10 plus 20, result is 30, and then we have just checked using a if condition whether the temperature is greater than 25 or not. Yes, it is. So it is displaying a alert as it's hot outside. Alert is one of the pop-up box which will display a message with a OK button. Okay, so you can display the output like this. If you want to display the output directly on your screen, you can use document object also. You can say document dot write and you can display the answer. Okay, suppose I want to display a hello message, so I can write like this. So there is two ways to display the output on the screen, either using alert which will display a pop-up box, or you can say document.write which will display the content on the page. So you can see right now the page is empty. So this is alert, 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 and this is also alert, and you can see a hello output on the document. So that is because of document object, and write is a method to write the content on the page. So that is document.write. So in this simple program, we have checked how to write a single line comment, multi-line comment, how to declare variable, how to declare constant. Then we have seen alert, which is for displaying a pop-up box. And then we have written a simple if statement, which is checking whether the condition is true, then display some result. Okay, now let us check the second conditional statement. Second conditional statement is if else. Okay, so we started with a HTML tag, body tag, then script tag to specify. Now you want to include a JavaScript. So if else is the second type of conditional statement. The use of if else is, if the condition is true, there will be some output. If condition is false, then also there will be some output. So you can see I have declared one variable, age is equal to 18, and I am comparing if age is greater than equal to 18, you all are eligible for voting, else you are not eligible for voting. So over here you can see if condition is true, this will be the result. If condition is false, else will be the result. Just save the program and just check the output. I have saved this program. You can see the file name as 2.htm in the download folder. I will just open it using a browser. So all of you can see as the age I have given in my code as 18, that means we are eligible for the vote. If I am writing suppose the age as 14 and say Control S and refresh the page. So you can see not eligible. Okay, so that's the if else block with the help of which if you can display the condition. If it is true, there can be some output. If it is false, there can be some output. For example, if I want to check whether the given number is odd or even, so I will take a number. I will just copy paste the code so that it will just reduce the time. I will say number n is equal to suppose it is 10, and I am just saying condition if n mod 2 if the remainder is 0, it is a even number, else it is a odd number. That's a simple logic for even and odd. If number mod 2, remainder is coming as 0, it's a even number, otherwise it's a odd number. So let's check this program which we have done using a if else statement. So refresh, not eligible, that's the result of the first conditional block, and you can see the number 10 is a even number, right? Similarly, if I am suppose giving the number as 11 and I am executing the code, save and refresh the page. So not eligible was the previous output, and now you can see 11 is an odd number. So that's the use of if else block. If the condition is true, you can do something. If the condition is false, still you can display some message for the user. Okay. Now just check the third type of conditional statement. First we have started with if. If the condition is true, then there will be output. Second, we started with if else. So when there is condition true, there will be some output. Else, there will be some output. Third is a if else if statement. Whenever number of conditions you have to check, you can use if else if. So you can see this is the comment I have written under the script tag, and I have declared one variable as score with the initial value as 85, and I'm saying if your score is greater than equal to 90, your grade will be A. Else if it is greater than equal to 75, your grade will be B. Else I'm writing you all are having C grade. So that's the if else if block with the help of which you can check multiple conditions. I have specified over here only two conditions, that is score greater than 90 and score greater than equal to 75. You can write many more, and at the end you can write else. Okay. So I have saved this file with a name as 3.htm under the download section. So I'm saying Control S, go to the folder, go to the third file and open with the browser. So you can see my grade is B because my score is 85, and if it is greater than 90, grade will be A. If it is greater than 75, grade will be B. So my grade is B because my score is 85. So that's the use of if else if. That's the third type of conditional statement. Let us check the fourth type of conditional statement, which is a switch. Switch is also used for checking multiple conditions. So for checking multiple conditions, either you can use if else if or you can use switch, one and the same. Okay. So over here you can see again we started with HTML body and script tag. Comment I have written as switch so that I will be having idea this is a switch code. Then I have declared one variable with name as day, initial value as 3, and you can see I have started with a switch statement. Switch in bracket the expression, and then in curly bracket I can write different cases to check whether my expression is matching with any of the case. If it is not matching with any of the case, then default will be the result. Like in if we are writing else, similarly in switch we can write default. So you can see I have written case 1 as Monday, case 2 as Tuesday, case 3 as Wednesday, and after writing every alert statement I have included break to come out from the cases. Okay, if you are not writing the break, it will check the next case also. So let us check in our example what will happen. I have written a variable day with the initial value as 3. So switch will be having the expression as 3. So it will check whether 3 is matching with case 1 or case 2 or case 3. In our case, it will match with case 3. So our output will be an alert pop-up box with a message as Wednesday. And because of break, it will not check the remaining cases. We will come out from the switch. So over here, the focus will be over here. And we are closing the script tag, closing body, closing HTML. Suppose our day over here we have written as 2. So it will declare a variable with initial value as 2. Over here the expression will be 2. It is matching with the second case. So result will be Tuesday. Once the result get displayed, we are saying break statement. Break statement is used to come out from the loop. So over here we have mentioned a curly bracket. So from that it will come out and we will be at the script tag, closing script tag. So we have closed the script tag. Now just see the result. Save the page. I have saved it with 4.htm as name. So I will go to the download and I will open 4.htm page. So you can see the result. It's Tuesday. And the last type of conditional statement is nested if. Nested if means if within the if. So I have declared one variable with a value as 25, one variable with a value as true, and I'm just checking the first conditional statement. If A is greater than equal to 18, that is if the age is greater than equal to 18, and if has id is equal to true. If you are writing, then also it's okay. If you are not writing, then also if condition only works when the condition is true. So if both the conditions are true, if age is greater than equal to 18 and if that particular user is having a id, then there will be a alert as access granted. Otherwise there will be a alert as id required. Okay, so this is the if statement, and for that I have written a else part as if he is not greater than 18, so we'll be having a else message as under age. So this is the else part for the first if statement. Okay, so first the innermost if will get closed and then the outermost if. And whenever you are writing if or else statement, if it is having a single line of content, curly brackets are not compulsory. Whenever the if is having multiple line of content, the curly bracket is compulsory. So over here you can see for the else I have not included curly bracket because it is having only one statement, that is alert. If you are writing, then also it will not give any error, but just to reduce the line of code you can write like this. Okay, save it. So I have saved it with 5.htm page. Go to the folder and then open it with the browser. So you can see the output access granted. Why? Because I have age greater than 18 and I have the id as true. That's why access is granted. Just change the condition. Suppose age is 17 or age is suppose 2. So condition is false. So you'll be having output as underage. So just see, refresh and check. Output will be underage because age is not greater than 18. And suppose you have age greater than 18. Suppose it is 20, but you don't have the ID. ID is false. Save and refresh the page. So you can see the output is ID required. That is the else part of your innermost if statement. Age is greater than 20, but ID is false. So that means ID is required. That's the output message. So that's about this video. In this video, we have checked how to declare a variable, how to write a comment, what are the different conditional statement. So there are 5 conditional statement we have checked: if else, if else if, switch and nested if. If you like the video, just click on the like button, and if you want to watch such type of video, please click on the subscribe. Thank you.